Cupid.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Pokémon Destination Valley, where the Fort Worth Emperors are about to start their team preview for the Valley Battle League. VBL features 16 elite teams, straight from Pokémon Destination Valley's Pokémon League. I am John, aka Guardian Arcanine, here to guide you through the draft picks of the team that I coach, the Fort Worth Emperors. Our first draft pick was Tyranitar. With wonderful defensive stats and plenty of offensive power, Tyranitar is perhaps one of the most versatile Pokemon in the metagame today, not to mention the ability to cause sandstorms. In the second round, the Emperors decided to pick another incredibly versatile Pokemon. With great offensive and defensive capabilities, this Pokemon is Volcanion. With access to the ability Water Absorb and a monstrous special attack stat, this Pokemon serves as a great switch-in and a counter to physical walls as a special wall breaker. As our third round pick, we picked Quagsire. Often underestimated, this Pokemon has a wonderful defensive typing, only suffering from one weakness. Also, it gains access to the Unaware ability, which completely ignores the opposing stat changes. In round 4, it was time to choose a Mega Pokemon. We decided to choose our signature Mega Pokemon, Mega Venusaur. Mega Venusaur is perhaps the ultimate in walls, boasting great stats in both physical defense and special defense, along with a monstrous special attack stat. Not to mention the various recovery options that is available to Mega Venusaur. On top of all that, Mega Venusaur boasts access to the Thick Fat ability, which cuts in half damage taken from fire and ice type attacks, as if it wasn't even weak to them at all. In round 5, we decided to pick yet another tank. Sporting the word even in its very name, our 5th round pick was Miltank. Miltank has great defensive capabilities on the physical side. It even sports the Thick Fat ability just like Mega Venusaur. Or it can get the Sap Sipper ability, which completely absorbs grass type attacks and uses it to raise Miltank's attack stat. During round 6 of the draft, we decided to have a trick up our sleeve, and we chose Gothorita. It would be unwise to underestimate Gothorita due to her low stats, because she has plenty of hidden talents, some of which are even banned by Smogon's OU tier due to their sheer fatality. During round 7, we decided to choose a Pokemon which is a nightmare to status move using opponents. This Pokemon's name is Espeon. It sports great special attack, special defense, and speed stats. However, this is not the main attraction of Espeon. Its 2 possible abilities are what make opponents cringe at the sight: Synchronize and Magic Bounce. The first inflicts on the opponent any status ailments that is currently being suffered by Espeon, while Magic Bounce completely bounces back any status moves used by the opponent. In round number 8, we decided it was time for a more offensive view of things. We chose the wall breaker Nidoking. With fantastic capabilities on both physical and special sides of offense, this Pokemon is not called King for nothing. It sports the Sheer Force ability, which gives a hefty boost to moves that have secondary effects, also while eliminating those secondary effects. Nidoking will serve as a fantastic wall breaker due to its nearly limitless capabilities in its move pool. During the 9th round, the Fort Worth Emperors chose the Wrath of the Sea itself, Gyarados. Gyarados has a massive attack stat, along with 2 amazing possible abilities, Moxie and Intimidate. Moxie raises Gyarados' attack stat after feigning an opponent. Intimidate lowers the opponent's attack stat upon entry to battle. Coming towards the end of the draft, we chose a Revenge Killer. This Revenge Killer is named Absol. Absol has access to Swords Dance and Sucker Punch, making opponents rue the day they ever fainted one of its teammates. In the 11th and final round, the Fort Worth Emperors chose Breloom. We were very surprised to see that Breloom hadn't even been picked yet, as Breloom is one of the best counters in the entire metagame. Breloom has access to two wonderful abilities, one including Poison Heal, which restores HP when it's poisoned instead of losing it. But it also gains access to the ability Technician, which powers up lower base power moves. This, in combination with Mach Punch and Bullet Seed, makes Breloom a deadly counter to a great number of Pokemon in the metagame. These are your Fort Worth Emperors of 2016 in the Valley Battle League. This is Guardian Arcanine signing off. Wish us luck, everyone.